Alright, so welcome guys to another unboxing, and today we're gonna check out the TFZ. So really excited about this because yeah, here in this channel I am a fan of TFZs. One of our top 5s in the $50 range before, actually our earphone of the year, was the TFZ and the TFZ T2, and this in the same price range as that. So it'll be really interesting to check out how this fares compared to other TFZs, and will this be one of our channel favorites? We're gonna find out in this video. Of course, a big thanks to TFZ themselves for sending this over. Links down below for their shop. So yes, the box is a bit scuffed up. But you're getting TFZ Live 3. You're getting several colors here, and I got the yellow version here, and actually not a lot of information in the box in the frequency range here. This is gonna be your unboxing experience. Alright, so you're getting the fragrant Zither here, and yeah, from the get-go that looks a bit unique for me, so I'm not sure why it's this scuffed up here. So you're getting additional tips, actually nice selection of tips. You have 2 sets of tips here, you're getting a mic clip as well, and you're getting some manuals as well. So looking at the cable, this is a nice cable overall. So this is kind of surprising for me. It's kind of a silky cable. Maybe it reminds me of the Yin U8 Core. Maybe it reminds you of the guide ray as well, the guide ray cable, but this might be a bit more silky. So that kind of looks cool for me. You're getting that 2-pin connector as well with some ear hooks. And this is the nicer done ear hooks for me. The plastic is not that seen. So that's kind of cool. So again, for TFZs, I do like the cables overall. For the TFZ T2, I didn't, change the cables in my TFZ. So this might be the case here again. I like the build quality of the cable here. It feels really good in the hand. Alright, so looking at the lobes itself, it has that maybe marble-esque design to it. In terms of the shape, it's very similar to the TFZ T2 here. More so compared to the TFZ S2, but the faceplate is more of a marble design. So from the get-go, it feels like maybe it's a plastic resin thing, but I don't know. It feels a bit different for me. But yeah, it feels a bit different, so I'm not 100% sure on the build quality of that, but this feels like a resin plastic here. So this is a very safe shape for me. So a lot of people will just pick this up and be okay with the shape. So almost 1:1 of the TFZ T2. You're not having some fins. It's not that big as well, so it will fit most ears here. So putting the cables in, so yeah, I do like the overall look. So the cable is indeed silky, and yeah, the build quality is nice overall. So yeah, this kind of looks good for a $50 pair for me. So definitely for the price that you're paying for, I think it's nicely built here. Alright, so we are now wearing it on the ear, and yeah, it fits really nicely on the ear. So this is a very safe shape. So in terms of comfort, these are comfortable to wear. It's quite breathable on the ear. Stability is nice as well. So because of that ear hooks, it stays on the ear nicely, and also it does go inside your ear. So for stability, this will be fine for a lot of use cases. Of course, this won't be as stable as your IEMs with fins. In terms of isolation, this above average for me as well. So it blocks out most of the noise. So really good on that. Right, so for the build quality in the overall package, this is very nice and very safe. A lot of people will just pick this up and be okay with the overall package here. Right now, let's go to the sound. So the sound in the Live 3 reminds me of the combination of the TFZ T2 and also the TC01 here. So it has that liveliness of the TFZ T2, but with kind of a 2021 tuning of the TC01. But actually in the TFZ, the top end is a bit less pronounced in the top region. So this is a bit more warm to the ear compared to the TC01. Your TC01 will be more bright to the ear, but this also has some double horns at the top here, much like the TC01. Alright, so looking at the signature here, so it's definitely a 2021 kind of signature. If you compare it to the TC01, they have some similarities. They both have a 5K elevation and also a 10K elevation as well. But as you can see from the signature here, your top end will be more elevated in the TC01. Your Live 3 will be less elevated on top. So on the ear, it has more warmth for me compared to the TC01. So looking at the graph from the base region, you're getting that recession to around 1K. And then after 1K, that is your valley for your V shape. And then it goes up slightly to around 3K. And then after 3K, you have that first peak at around 5K. And as you guys can see, the the peak here is not that much. It's not as elevated for me compared to the TC01. So the elevation here actually maybe reminds me of the TNT5 in a way. It's not that elevated in the mix. Then after that, after the 5K region, you're getting that recession again to around 8K. And then after, you're getting that around 10 to 11K peak on top here, which is a very 2021 signature. You have that double horns at the top. So definitely this is different compared to the TFZ T2. So compared to the TFZ T2 here, so the TFZ T2 will be more bassy to the ear. So the sub-bass region is maybe around 10 dB more elevated in the sub-bass. Actually, the TFZ T2 is more boomy in the bass region. But actually in the 1 to 2K in the TFZ T2, it has a little bit more elevated mids here. And yeah, the 5K is very similar between both here. But actually the TFZ T2 doesn't have that 12K on top. But of course, yes, your TFZ Live 3 has that 12K. So slightly different tuning here. So actually because of this, the top end in the TFZ Live 3 is a bit more prominent in the mix here. TFZ Live 3 sometimes reminds me of the T5 as well. So from the bass region, actually the T5 has less bass elevation here. In the bass region, you're getting very similar elevation there. But around the 5K to 6K, your TNT5 will be more elevated in the mix. And also the 10K as well, very similar between both. So one of the major differences is just the 5K peak, and also the bass as well. So your TNT5 is less bassy on the measurements. Right now, moving to the highs. So the highs is very lively to listen to, well extended on top. You have the 12K, which really gives energy on top here, more so compared to the TFZ T2. So it has that maybe properties of the TC01 here, but still, what I like about this is even if you have that double horns at the top, you're still getting pretty good body in the cymbals for me in this. So the cymbals doesn't sound tinny. The cymbals has still good body for me on top. Also, I'm not encountering any hotness as well here. So sometimes I actually encounter some hotness in the TC01 and also the TFZ T2 as well. So here it's a bit more controlled for me on top. So even if you have that 12K, this is a bit more relaxed to the ear compared to this too. So one downside here is yes, it still has that 12K. So for some people, you might not like that. So if you don't like a 12K, you might still like the TFZ T2. But for me overall, the highs here, I do like it overall. It's more of a 2021 highs here, very energetic to listen to. Mids, the mids is still you're getting that TFZ mids here. So compared to the TFZ T2, you also have that full bodied vocals here. It's more of a bright vocal as well. Naturally, this is a touch more relaxed than the TFZ T2. But that's what I like about the vocals here, is you still have that full bodied vocal in the mix. It's recessed in the mix, but around maybe 3 dB recessed than what I would like. So still not that bad in terms of the recession in the mix here. But yes, full bodied highs here and very lively to listen to as well. There's some micro detail here, just enough. But yes, this won't beat out your multi-driver counterparts. Actually, for me, on the ear, the vocals here is a touch less hot again compared to the TC01 and also the TFZ T2. This is a bit more controlled in the mids region for me, in the vocal region for me. So I would say yes, I still really like the vocals here. Right now, going to the bass. So the bass here is in the boomy side, but not as boomy as your TFZ T2. This is a bit more controlled. So I would say this is one of the key things that that's why I think this is a bit more refined than the TFZ T2. So now it's a touch more controlled. So the separation is better in the Live 3 because of that. But still, you're getting that big bass in the bottom here. This is not a small, maybe SSP kind of bass. There's still a TFZ bass on the ear, really big bass in the mix here. So still in the boomy side. But yes, a touch more controlled here. There's some mid-bass bleed as well, but again, not as much as your TFZ T2. Now going to the sound stage, this is above average for me. So not bad overall, but not the biggest that I've heard. So for me, I still find the TC01 to have bigger stage compared to this one. In terms of separation, this just so-so for me because of that smooth presentation, also big bass in the mix. So while it's better than the TFZ T2 now, it's still not the best separation here. So I actually prefer the separation in the TC01 more so compared to the TFZ Live 3. Detail again is average to above average for me. Not the most detailed pair. So there's some micro detail there, but this won't beat out your multi-driver counterparts. Right, so compared to the TFZ T2, so for me, the vocal fullness is similar here. The bass in the T2 is more pronounced in the mix and also more boomy as well. Body in the cymbals for me is actually better in the TFZ T2, having less of that 12K, but not that far off. So I do encounter more hotness as well in the TFZ T2. Liveliness is similar for me, but actually the vocal might still be a touch fuller in the T2. So again, even if this is a 2-year-old product, there's still some parts here that are nice. The Live 3 for me is a touch cleaner in the presentation, more controlled bass. I would say more of a 2021 tuning here, more so compared to the TFZ T2. The Live 3 is also less of a bass head spare for me compared to the T2. The Live 3, I'd say, is more of a relaxed version on the ear, just a touch. So I don't encounter any hotness actually in the Live 3, so that's one major advantage for me over the TFZ T2. The microdynamics is more pronounced for me in the Live 3 as well. So here in this comparison, if you like a more boomy bass and also less 12K, you might still like the TFZ T2 in this regard. If you like more controlled bass, still a TFZ kind of sound, a bit more refined sound for me overall, you might like the TFZ Live 3. For me personally, it's actually quite hard to let go of the TFZ T2 because it's one of our earphone of the years. But for this comparison, I actually like the TFZ Live 3 overall. More controlled bass, a bit better separation, less hotness to listen to as well. So yeah, I do like the TFZ Live 3 now more than the TFZ T2. So compared to the SSP, so in terms of the presentation, they both have that musical nature to the sound. So actually, these two are closer for me compared to the TFZ T2 because yes, the Live 3 is a bit more relaxed to the ear, so it kind of matches the SSP in that regard. But this one is still more lively to listen to over the SSP. So the SSP has more controlled bass in the mix, smaller bass in the mix. The SSP has better vocal positioning here. So one of the major advantage of Moontrops is the vocal positioning. But one disadvantage with the SSP is sometimes it has some shoutiness in the vocals here. So it has some hotness in the vocals, so that's one downside for me. Actually, the stage as well is for me bigger in the Live 3 as well. So the Live 3 is still more lively to listen to. Tonality is similar, very close in between. So yeah, for this comparison, this is a tough call for me because they're differently tuned here. But actually in this comparison, because the Live 3 is less hot to listen to, and yeah, I like some warmth in the bottom, so I actually might go with the TFZ Live 3 more so compared to the SSP. In my personal preference, but again, it will be up to your preference here. If you like a signature of a Moondrop, the Moondrop might still be the one for you. Right, so compared to the TC01, our $50 favorite here for fun. So the TC01 for me has a bigger stage, a more rounded stage as well. Also better separation as well here. Still good tonality in both here. So the top in the TC01 is more extended on top, so the treble and clarity is more pronounced for me in the TC01. So the Live 3 in this comparison is more bassy, more intimate sound because of that smaller stage here. Has more boom in the bass as well in the TFZ Live 3. Less shimmer on top in the TFZ Live 3 as well, but fuller vocal for me in the Live 3, so that's one advantage. So for me, yeah, they do have a lot of similarities here, as you have seen from the tuning. Both of them have that double horns at the top, but your TC01 is brighter. Your Live 3 has more toned down top here. So it will be up to you. If you like a brighter sound, you might want to go to the TC01. If you like more warmth at the bottom, you might like the Live 3 in this regard. But for me, in my personal preference, I still like the TC01 here because of the better separation and also bigger stage as well. So slightly better technicalities for me in the TC01 here. But I can see personally that some people might like the Live 3 over the TC01, especially if you're prone to fatigue when listening to a long listening session. This might be a safer pick for you. Right now, let's try to close this thing. So for the Live 3, this is a really interesting TFZ for me. So yes, compared to the TFZ T2, I'm liking this more now. This is a bit more refined to the ear. So it has really good build quality for me. It's still very TFZ build quality, really nice cable as well. The lobes are nice as well, and the tuning is very 2021, more updated tuning on the ear. you're still getting, you know, big bass at the bottom, but now more controlled. You're still getting that full vocal than what you get before with the TFZ T2, but now you're also getting that double horns at the top, a 2021 top here than what you see with the TC01s. So this is still your, you know, fun, lively type of TFZ than what you see with the TFZ T2, but now a bit more updated for 2021. So yes, I do, you know, like this overall. This goes to me as recommended. Of course, some cons here. This is still a fun V-shaped kind of sound. So if you're not into V-shapes, you might look elsewhere. And also the bass here is big in the mix. Has a touch of mid bass bleed there. So if you're not into bass as well, you might look elsewhere as well. And yes, you know, the vocal here is still, you know, recessed in the mix. But if you're okay with that cons, and if you're looking for a fun sound, this should be something in your short list in the $50 range. Alright, so actually that's our review of the TFZ Live 3. Just for me, this is something that can go to a top 5 here, but more in the fun category. Alright, so thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next zpolt video. Goodbye.